Hello everybody and welcome back to Boro BS channel. I am the Blue Bengal face of football and I'm going to preview Sevilla versus Chelsea right now. Alright guys, before we get to the preview, if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, especially if you're new. Don't forget to leave a like and get engaged in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about my lineup and tell me what your lineup for this match would be. Before I get started on previewing Chelsea versus Sevilla, or Sevilla versus Chelsea rather, I just want to make a few comments on the games that happened tonight, and that was Shakhtar winning 2-0 versus Real Madrid, and I gotta be honest man, I did not see this one coming. What a shock result. I saw the entire game and I was just very impressed with how Shakhtar played tactically. I feel like the mauling they took from Inter in the Europa League semi-final taught them a lot of lessons. 5-0 they had lost in that game, and I think ever since then they've been tactically very well prepared in this group stage. They've gotten results against Inter Milan. Now they get a huge result against Real Madrid. They've done the double over Real Madrid because they've won both games. Unbelievable. I think more questions than answers for Madrid. Zinedine Zidane feeling the pressure. Zizou, who probably with the amount of trophies he's won should not be under pressure, but this is Real Madrid. The level of expectation is different. Another Inter Milan winning against Gladbach. Fantastic match, end-to-end game, a beautiful Champions League game. That is what I like. That is what I call a beautiful game, and you guys should definitely check this game out. See the highlights if you haven't seen the game. It was definitely one of the games of the Champions League group stages so far. Inter getting there in the end, with finally arriving in the Champions League, showing their quality. Lukaku with a couple of goals, and Inter stay alive. So these were the two games that I watched. I watched Liverpool-Ajax, kind of uneventful. Liverpool grinding out a result despite all these injuries. And I saw Bayern-Atletico Madrid 1-1. Atletico Madrid's going ahead, Joao Felix absolutely running the show, but then Bayern with a late penalty, which would ensure that Bayern probably finished top of the group, which is bad news for anybody who finishes second. Okay, now so getting to the Chelsea game, Sevilla versus Chelsea. This is a big game. This is a huge game for a couple of reasons. The first reason is we haven't yet actually won a big game this season against a team that's qualified to be on the same level as us. I think Sevilla, the Europa League champions, they are in the Champions League this season, and they've qualified for the round of 16 as well. And this is potentially a massive clash because whoever wins this is number one in the table. But I would like us to win this game because let's face it, there are haters, there are naysayers, and there are people who are doubting our credentials with regards to the title, and fans as well, Chelsea fans as well, who are doubting the fact that we can go all the way because of this hoodoo of not winning big games. And this will be a great start because let's not forget we have Leeds in the weekend, and that is a massive game for Chelsea. It is a huge game, not because Leeds are flying, but because it's Leeds, not because it's Bielsa. Not just because it's Bielsa, because it's Leeds. And Chelsea versus Leeds is a huge game in any given stage, and this will be the first time in the Premier League that Chelsea and Leeds have faced each other for I think 15 years. So it's a monumental game, and it's a game that we have to go and try and win. And we will have to win that game, there's no doubt. We will have to do our best. Now getting to the selection, now this is where it gets interesting, because what do we do with Leeds coming up? Do we rotate? Because this is such a big game. It's a must-win game. It's almost like the game versus this game and Leeds, Tottenham, this game and Leeds. It's like a trifecta of main events. You know, it's three massive games, and we've dealt with one of them. We didn't lose. We drew. We were the better team, and we came up with the draw. We would have liked to have won, but we didn't. Now we go on to the Sevilla game. Now, do we rotate? Now, I've made some rotations to my lineup, but I'm going to go with a strong lineup. So I'm going to go straight Mendy in goal. That man, Edward, Spider Mendy is going to start in the back. And we have to keep this tight defense going, because that's where everything comes from, the defense. And we need Mendy to be playing in this game. So I'm going with Mendy. Now, the first rotation, and this is big, but I'm going to go with Cesar Azpilicueta instead of Reece James. we do lose out and potentially because of Reece James' phenomenal crossing ability. But Reece James, I think we have to give him a bit of a rest. He's been playing a lot of games, and I've already said with the body type he has, we can't overexpose him because I feel like he might get a serious injury if he gets too many minutes and he doesn't get enough rest. So I would rest Reece James and we'll play Azpilicueta. A good backup to have, man. SP has always been reliable. He doesn't let us down. He's always good defending, especially. He's decent going forward as well. He doesn't probably have the pace anymore. He was never quite fast, but he was athletic enough to cover the ground. He still has athleticism, not as much as he used to. He's slowed down over the years, but I still think he's good enough to start this game and to give Sevilla a real test. Because he's going to be our captain as well. Captain Fantastic, Captain Cesar, Captain Dave starting at right back. Center back, Zuma, no rest for Kurdizi. He's been playing fantastic. He has, in Europe, I believe, he's won the most headers. Keep it up, because this guy's aerial challenging has been awesome. He absolutely nullified Kane and Son. He didn't really give much away apart from that one mistake near the end. So I'm going with Zuma. I'm going with Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva, that man, Thiago Silva, the man who came to Chelsea and made all the difference. Look at our defense before and after Thiago Silva and Mendy. It tells you everything you need to know. I'm going straight with Thiago Silva as center back, and then at left back, I'm going to go with Ben Chilwell because I just don't want to rest him. The other option would have been to play Reece at right and SP on the left, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with Chilwell in the left, left back, Ben Chilwell. He's going to keep up his form. He's playing well. He's been firing in terms of assists and also keeping clean sheets. So let's keep it going. Ben Chilwell now holding midfielder N'Golo Kante, and I'm gonna have to play Kante here, and Kante is gonna have a difficult week because he's gonna play the Spurs game, which he already has, now the Leeds game, and the Sevilla game, and then quite frankly the Leeds game as well. Kante is gonna have to play a lot of minutes. We'll have to manage him properly. I could see Frank resting him for this game and playing Jorginho, but I'm gonna go with Kante because I just feel like it's too big of a game. We can't afford to rest Kante for this one. The other option, right center mid, right attacking mid rather, I'm gonna go for one of the 8s, and this number 8 is that German Cobra Kai, man. Cobra Kai with all his moves. Cobra Kai coming in back from COVID. He got a few minutes against Spurs. And I'm going to go with Cobra Kai for this. He's going to start as one of the 8s. The other 8 is Mason Mount. Great. He's been in terrific form. He's proven me wrong because I was one of them who thought maybe Frank's kind of being showing favoritism towards Mason Mount. And let's be honest, Mason Mount has been terrific this season. The only bad games he had were when he was played out of position and played on the wing, and that's not necessarily his fault because it's not his position. But he gave everything he had, and he always does, and that's one of the reasons why Frank keeps picking him, because he's the soldier. He's the soldier that carries Frank's message into the team. Super Frank's message right into the team, and Mason Mount's going to start this. Left wing, Christian Pulisic. Now I'm going to go with Christian Pulisic for this one. No rest. Welcome back, Captain America, the man who went. Basically, Pulisic left with a clean shave. He's coming back with a beard. It's a bit like Captain America, Winter Soldier, or is it Captain America in the second is Avengers Infinity War, or was it Endgame? Sorry, Endgame. Captain America and Endgame, Avengers Endgame. He's come back in that form. He looks very, very focused, and I'm hoping that he brings his magic because I'm reinserting him into the team. Center forward, Timo Werner. Now, I'm not going to gamble on Tammy on this one. I'm going to give Tammy a rest. It's a bit controversial because Timo Werner's been playing a lot of games, but I feel like we need to play him in center forward. Some of the chances he's been getting, I think today, against Seville, he will finish. Man, I was so close to my prediction against Spurs because he did put the ball in the back of the net, but unfortunately it was just offside by this much. But yeah, I'm going to start with Timo in the center forward position, and in the right wing position, I'm going to go for a very quick, fast front three. I'm going to go. I'm going to go for Hakim Ziyech. I was going to say Hudson-Odoi, but I'm going to still play Hakim Ziyech for this one because I think we're going to need his passing. With two fast players, Timo Werner and Pulisic, we have enough pace. Hakim Ziyech will drift into that cam roll and pick out those passes and try and cross the ball and play Timo or Pulisic over. And I think he's going to be crucial for this game. And I think this is going to be my lineup. The bench in the Champions League, obviously we have a big bench, so everyone can sit on the bench. I think I would keep Billy Gilmour on the bench just because I want to see him play and I want to see him get some minutes. Anyways, guys, this is my lineup. Please, once again, I'm telling you guys to please, if you're new, subscribe to this channel, leave a like, and just get engaged in the comment section. Tell me what you guys thought about my lineup and tell me what your lineup would be. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get back after the match. Until then.